Good morning, everyone.
They're going to take 28 cents to
Good morning.
Good morning, President.
We're going to get started here in just a moment. I wanted to, first of all, welcome all of you to our second meeting at the Insomnia, our first one in this venue. I have to be honest, this is my favorite room in the hotel. When they said you might have to have your meeting in that room, I go, oh darn. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's certainly a beautiful place, fits us very well. Our home probably is going to be the ballroom downstairs, but every once in a while, out of necessity, we might have to suffer and come up here for a little while. So I hope you do enjoy it. I hope you also enjoyed the food this morning. They really did a great job here, so let's be sure to thank them if you can. Before we get started with our first speaker, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about an offer that's been made to us to one of our newest sponsors, Bangkok Hospital, has offered CEC members the opportunity to attend the seminar they're having this Thursday, 27th, Thursday, I think, free of charge at the hospital. It's going to cover 4 different subjects.
Technical difficulties.
We'll fix it here in a second. There we go. It's only a 2.5-hour seminar. It's split up into 4 speakers. There's a break in between. They're going to have snacks and, coffee, tea, all that kind of stuff. And evidently there is a very healthy goodie bag for everybody that shows up. In fact, the young lady that I work with at Bangkok Hospital on this event was actually surprised when she saw it. She was jealous. She wants one. So there must be some good stuff in there, and that will be free to anybody who signs up. You do need to register. There's limited space available, so you do need to let them know you're coming. The subjects, in case you can't see it, and by the way, this has been in the newsletter. I understand there's been some difficulty with the link. So we're going to, this is the latest one. This link should work. You scan that QR code. We're going to publish it again in the newsletter that's going to go out tomorrow night with the correct QR code, and that's all you need to do to scan, and that will take you to the place to register. So the subjects, in case you can't see them, are osteoporosis. Oh, by the way, these are all issues that are things that people who are aging, I think that probably includes most of us, except for the ladies, of course. But they're all subjects that are germane to aging. That's basically the theme of this seminar. So osteoporosis is the first one. Parkinson's disease is the second one. Skin and skin cancer, caring for your skin after you had skin cancer, how to prevent that from getting worse. And then, if you can, two different cancer things. One talking about skin cancer, and then one the care of skin cancer. So all things that really do relate to A, living in Thailand sun-wise, and B, things that we encounter as we age. So should be a pretty interesting seminar. I would strongly encourage you to take advantage of it, and somebody, if you could please bring that goodie bag in so we can all see what we missed if we don't go. I'm curious to see what had her so excited. So anyway, please take advantage of that if you can. I think you'd enjoy it. All right. Forgot my piece of paper. Our first speaker today comes to us via another one of our new sponsors. We had them by originally a different name, and they have since changed their name, but it's Boston Health Polytechnic. Their facility is located down in the Hangdong area. It is a spectacular facility. Their emphasis is on healthcare for expats. It's very specific. There's a lot of good things associated with that. I'm not going to get into that this morning, but I would strongly encourage you to check them out, take advantage of this opportunity. I think you would be very pleased with that. From the Boston Polytechnic, we're going to have a little discussion today about insomnia. Another thing that's near and dear to my heart, so I'm looking forward to that. Dr. Ploy is here from Boston, and she's going to come up and talk to us about insomnia. Dr. Ploy.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Paul from Boston Health Polyclinic. Today I would like to talk about an issue that affects a large portion of the population, insomnia. Anyone in this room have the sleep problem? It's quite a lot. Yeah, it's like, because mostly of the, I heard like from the in expat communities, like we go into become like retirement and also the age, you're gonna become the aging, and mostly this is one of like this 2 or 3 main problems that affect your healthy lifestyle when after your retirement. And the insomnia is a described as a sleep problem characterized by difficulty falling asleep. It means that like you have like the difficulty to go to bed, or you can go to bed easily, or you have you have like some kind of like waking up at the midnight, or of this like can have an impact on the person overall well-being and also quality of life. How to getting a good night's sleep is often difficult due to many stressors and distraction in today's world. By applying certain strategies and develop healthy sleep habits, you can enhance your sleep pattern and effectively managing insomnia. One of the first steps is combating insomnia is to establish a consistent sleep routine. By going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even in the weekend. By applying this strategy, you can train your body to follow the natural sleep-wake cycle and enhance your ability to fall asleep and waking up feel refreshing. Another aspect that is very important is like how to create a sleep-friendly environment. It's very important vital aspect of the sleep hygiene. First is you have to have like your bedroom should be peaceful and create an environment that promotes your relaxation. By ensuring a comfortable temperature and minimizing external noise and reduce exposure to bright light, we can create the atmosphere that promotes the better sleep. Next is engaging the relaxation technique. The relaxation technique you must do before the bedtime, or most of these like can improve your ability to have a better sleep, such as take a warm bath or reading a book. Try to stop using all the electric, for example like your phone or your iPad that can is going to be the noise for your brain before you go to bed. And the last thing is the deep breathing technique that can make your body relax. All of these techniques can relax your mind and tell your body that it is time to sleep. Next step is how to manage the stimulants. When the word that I mean stimulant, mostly is mean from the caffeine, the coffee, or the energy drink, soft drink that you have during the day, all of this you have to limit your consuming, and also you have to avoid them before the bedtime. That all of they have like the stimulating effect that can affect your night of sleep. And this one is also similarly in the limiting the alcohol intake, particularly in the evening, can help to ensure that you can have the better sleep at night. And also this one, the last but not least, is regular physical activity have been shown to have a positive impact on sleep. Engaging in the moderate exercise during the day can promote better sleep quality. However, it is important to avoid intense sleep too close to bedtime, may it increase the alertness and make it difficult to fall asleep. It is important to remember that each person's experience with insomnia is very unique, and what works for one may not work for another. But if you find the right combination and strategy and technique, it requires some experimentation and patience. However, by prioritizing the sleep hygiene and adapting the practice that I told before, we can take the step toward to managing insomnia and improve your sleep quality. In some cases, professional help may be needed, especially for the chronic insomnia. Mostly the chronic insomnia is definition of it is mean you have to have the chronic insomnia for at least 3 months and have a insomnia at least 3 nights per week. That is the definition of the chronic insomnia. And in the end, let us acknowledge that the impact of insomnia on individual lives and recognize the importance of addressing this issue with the compassion and understanding. By embracing healthy sleep habits and seek support when needed, we can create the way for healthy sleep and enhance our well-being. And the next step, I'm gonna teach you about the deep breathing exercise. First, before you go to bed, we're gonna wear the comfortable clothes, sit on the comfortable chair, and your feet should be touched the ground. You can first is like your hand, your one hand gonna touch your chest, and next hand is gonna touch your belly. After that, you're gonna take a slow deep breath in. And you have to breathe with your diaphragm, not breathe with your chest move. But if you do it correctly, your chest not gonna move. The thing that's gonna move is like your hand that you touch your belly. When you take the breath, take deep breath in, you're gonna feel your hand move out. And when you take the deep breath out, your hand is gonna move forward back. It's gonna move forward back. After that, you're gonna do like count 1 in and 1 out. You do this 1 to 10 and then 10 to 1. After that, this one is gonna promote your oxygenation. It's like you can get more oxygen, and then you also can get rid of more carbon dioxide. This one is it means that you can get more good thing and get rid of like the bad thing from your body. And then you can have like the peaceful sleep. Thank you. And if you want more information with this insomnia, you can come to visit our clinic. And at our table outside, we have the sleep log or sleep diary that you can calculate and follow how to calculate your night to sleep. And we also have like the instruction in English for you guys. And we also have like the instruction for deep breathing exercise. Thank you for your attention. question? Do you guys have any question?
I have a question. Does Boston Health have a sleep clinic, sleep center? Can you do the overnight sleep test there?
No. It's like mostly because I'm focused on the elderly patient. Mostly of the problem of the healthy adult with the insomnia is come from the degenerative. Mostly it's because that you have to get like you don't need to do the sleep testing. If you want to do the sleep testing, you're gonna have like first you have to have a sleep apnea at night. That is gonna be your health problem. It's not about insomnia. It's different. It's like it's called sleep disorder. The word meaning of the sleep disorder is a big word. It mean mostly you have problems. It's not about the organic cause. The organic cause have to come up with another side. For example, sleep apnea. You cannot breathe in easily. You have the overweight or you have some disease in your throat. But mostly when you're aging, you're gonna get more difficulty to sleep. Dealing for like maybe your environment, your body have to be more kind of like you have to change your environment and your habit to your body can recognize how to sleep. And also mostly it's because of the hormone that change during the aging. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else have a question?
Does exercise have an adverse impact on sleep? For instance, if we want to do running or exercise or some kind of aerobic exercise before bedtime, should we try to avoid that, or does it matter?
When I refer to the exercise, it means intense exercise. It means running very fast, or you do like high heavy training before bedtime. It can make like how to calculate that's about your heart rate. That if you're beating like maybe almost, if for example, if your heart rate at least means you just sit there and it's like around 70 and it's up almost 2 times of your heart rate. That is intense exercise. It can activate the alertness on your body. That's like, yeah, I have to survive some kind of like, and you're not gonna sleep. But in the different way, for example, if you do yoga, it's like you can take it. It's more like it can activate your heart rate, but not as much as very heavy running or some kind of like dancing cardio too much. That is like it depends on your heart rate, because that's why I use the word intense exercise. Yeah. Thank you for the question.
I sleep with a CPAP, and it's very difficult to get equipment and accessories for my CPAP machine. Is there somewhere in Thailand that has an outlet that can provide the masks and the other equipment? That's one question. My second question is, my wife and I put our legs up against the wall before we go to sleep. Is that helpful to have your legs elevated for about 20 minutes every night before we go to bed?
Thank you for the question. It's like for the CPAP, it's like before you have to work. Mostly I used to work in the government before. We can do mostly we contact with the company that produce that what is called provide the CPAP, and we can ask for the company to come up, but we need to have got the contact for that. Yeah, I'm gonna, if you come to our clinic, you can email me. I can get you the email later. after for the contact for the company that I know before. And for the leg up, it's like it can increase like your blood flow back to your heart, but also because you on CPAP, right? Your insomnia problem is from like the sleep apnea problem and about your heart, and it's like it's also if your gut get better health, I think you can sleep better and get the CPAP is helpful in his case. It's different from what I talked before. This one is more specific disease that he need to some machine to help.
I can generally get not off to sleep between 10:30, 11 o'clock pretty well every night, but then I find myself waking up between 2:33, say 3:30, and can't really sleep any longer. Do I have an issue or not?
Why do you wake up?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be the question is like because some of the old men, some of the elderly men, they sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, because like in Asia when we say old age, it's like nah. Yeah. It's like we have to specify like what you feel that moment and also we have to calculate all about the tech of the sleep. After that, we can calculate how efficiency of the sleep. I have the technique for that thing is if you wake up in the middle of the night, not stay on your bed, you just go do some stuff, around 20 minutes and go back. It can help because another technique for the sleep hygiene is tell your body that your bed is where you should sleep. It's not where you do stuff. It's like, for example, some people, not only for you guys, it's also for myself. I used to work or do some stuff on my bed, and I make my body feel that the bed is not the bed to rest, the bed to work. And after that, I cannot sleep on my bed. That is also, you have to tell the thing that I'm go out. I do some stuff like allow, in technique it's like 20 minutes and you're gonna feel a little bit sleepy and you go back to your bed. Don't do another thing except bed and sex on your bed. Just.
That might be my problem. Thank you.
Yes. I've seen advertised of late small devices for sleep apnea. Normally, for sleep apnea, people have a big CPAC thing that you almost carry around like a suitcase. But these things have been advertised on Facebook, and I guess they will be about 3 centimeters long and about 1 centimeter thick. And you can slip these into your nostrils. We've got little fans in there. And I thought I'd ask, do they work?
Sorry, it's like you have the advertisement about the small machine.
Yeah, it's a very little one. Just
It's more of a clip.
it's there.
It's a
And
clip.
I guess you've got to do battery every night.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more convenient, of course, than the great big CPAC machine that they sell you for thousands of dollars. But I just wondered if this little device that they're advertising actually does work. Have you any? You might not have heard of this yet, in which case you can't answer. But have you heard of it, and do they work?
Okay, let's go back to the topic of like the CPAP. CPAP mostly we use that because they have a pressure that can put the oxygenation into your body. That can help for the one who have the very high pressure in the lung. That is why we use CPAP. And also we have the narrow sleep on your chest or in your respiratory tract. That's why you need to use CPAP to put the oxygenation to your body, because your body cannot get enough oxygen because when you have normal sleep. That's why you use CPAP. I have to say, like, I haven't seen those machine before, but we have to know if it like can put the pressure the same as the CPAP does. Maybe it can help, but for the medicine now, I'm not sure. It's like I haven't seen that yet. I cannot answer that question very clearly. Thank you for the question. I'm really interesting to see those machine also, to see the this is good. Thank you.
It sounds like we got a lot of folks that use CPAPs out there, and I've had some of the same problems you have. There's 2 supply houses in Bangkok, but they are dreadfully expensive. Lazada now carries some CPAP supplies. It's all from China, and sometimes you can find what you need, and sometimes you can't. But like headgear and masks and filters, you can now find on Lazada most of the time, and it's a whole lot cheaper. I know at one of the big pharmacies here, I looked at my CPAP machine, and it was 65,000 baht, and I paid like $650 for it in the States, where it's supposed to be expensive.
I've heard that there's more choices in Singapore, especially.
Yeah, but they're also more expensive.
In Singapore.
Yeah, they're more expensive. I mean, you know, Singapore's a very strong economy. Everything's expensive in Singapore.
Any other questions? Those are great questions, thank you. And thank you very much.
Thank you.